Just when it seemed like the Genesis might be obsolete, inferior in power to the Super Nintendo and incoming 32-bit systems, Vectorman made jaws drop. One of the most beautiful and clever Genesis games, Vectorman is a work of art and a solid 2D shooter. Humans have left Earth in the hands of robots while they journey out into the black yonder of space. This is not a permanent trip, however. The robots were simply left to clean up the mess. Something goes wrong. The Prime Robot Authority transforms into a warlord after being fused with a nuclear bomb. Our hero, Vectorman, was off-world when the malfunction happened and thus did not fall under the control of Warhead. It's the perfect setup to an action epic. The underdog, trash-hauling robot now has no choice but to defeat Warhead and save the world. Each level takes place on a new day, elongating and amplifying the gravity of Vectorman's quest. Though the story never really shows up again after the introduction, the places you visit paint a fascinating picture of the world Vectorman inhabits. The dusty ruins left by the humans have been overtaken by the scaffolding of robotic cleanup crews. Violent weather, shallow seas, and crumbling icebergs showcase the beauty and horror of this new mechanized world. Blue Sky used an old trick in a new way when building Vectorman. Though not capable of rendering 3D polygons with any degree of detail or smoothness, the Genesis instead renders tiny, shaded spheres. This gives the game a pseudo-3D look. With most of the robots built this way, it adds a real consistency and believability to the game's art direction. Other games have tried this trick before. Vectorman succeeds where they failed not only because of the delicate detail, but because the entire world is built with this style. The backgrounds too deserve mention, showcasing flowing water, storm clouds, and dynamic lighting. Vectorman's gravity ball composition feels weighty and believable, more so than arguably any other platformer from the era. The innovative take on sprite design actually adds more of a human, realistic weight to the movements than traditional static hand-drawn sprites. The soundtrack matches the visual strides of innovation. It's a wonderful score of soft and some dark techno. The sound design is simply stunning, twisting the Genesis soundboard in strange but effective directions. Though the game pushed into some uncharted territory for Sega's aging console via graphic and sound design, it plays it rather safe in terms of gameplay. Vectorman takes cues from the side-scrolling shooter genre, perfecting but not innovating them in any way. Vectorman can shoot in 8 directions, jumping and ducking around enemy fire. Some stages push platforming while others push exploration. Some push action while others transform gameplay into something completely unexpected. Vectorman can shoot monitors to uncover extra lives, hit points, checkpoints, transformations, and new weapons. Learning how to best utilize these power-ups through the different levels is the key to success in Vectorman. Vectorman is a great shooter, even if it isn't overly different from others in the genre. Its standout artistic direction, however, makes the game an essential purchase. It still feels like a next-generation game to this day and will keep action fans glued to their TVs for hours.